Uncle Buck and Aunt Trudy have been gone for a number of years now. When I invited them to my wedding, Uncle Buck shared a few words of wisdom on his long and happy marriage to Aunt Trudy. He related a story about when he and Trudy first moved to our state. It was the tail end of winter, and spring had not shaken off the cold weather yet. Buck told me of sitting in the kitchen drinking coffee one time, while Trudy looked through the window and made disapproving sounds. He finally asked her what was so displeasing, and she said the neighbors must be newlyweds. Buck was reluctant to ask how she had come to that conclusion, but finally he did so. And Trudy explained that the poor woman was putting her laundry out on the line, and everyone in the neighborhood could see that her white sheets were dingy, and the colors were dull and faded on the rest of the clothes. Buck sighed. Trudy continued that she had almost made up her mind to stop by their house for coffee and instruct the young woman in the finer points of laundry and the new additives for pre-soaking and bleaching that really made a difference. And my Uncle Buck said, "Don't." And in those days, a husband's words were respected. And Aunt Trudy cleared the breakfast dishes, and Uncle Buck took his coffee outside and changed the oil in his car. The story did not end there. Another morning, and Uncle Buck was drinking his coffee, and Aunt Trudy stood looking out the window and exclaimed, "Buck, someone must have spoken to the newlyweds. Her sheets are blinding white in the sun, and the colors are so vivid, they look like new clothes." Buck studied his newspaper and said, "Yeah, I took care of it." Aunt Trudy was aghast. "Oh, Buck, you didn't! Women can be mortified about things like that. You can't just barge over and tell a woman that her clothes look like they were washed in a puddle on the street. What did you say to that poor woman?" "Nothing. I just washed our windows."